Hi everyone, it's Todd Milewski from the State Journal here at Matthews Arena in Boston. I almost got that out, Matthews Arena in Boston. Here on Saturday, March 12th, after the Badgers fall out of the NCAA tournament after a 4-2 loss to Northeastern in the Boston Regional Final. Northeastern goes on to the Frozen Four, where they will play Minnesota Duluth, which defeated Minnesota at Ritter not too long ago. Yale also into the Frozen Four with an overtime victory against Colgate in a reverse of last week in the ECAC final, and still waiting on Ohio State and Quinnipiac to decide the last entrant into the Frozen Four. But for the first time after 7 straight appearances, not including that 2020 tournament that didn't happen, the Badgers won't be part of the Frozen Four next week in State College, and that's I think I'll have more to write about this in the next few days, but that's a result of the way the second half went of this season for the Badgers. They started off, first week of January, took over the number 1 spot in the pairwise. From there, a couple of losses to Minnesota, or a loss and a tie to Minnesota. No, a couple of losses on the road to Minnesota. A couple of losses to Ohio State. Not being able to get wins at St. Cloud and against Bemidji earlier in the season. It added up to them falling to the 6th overall seed and then needing 2 wins here in this regional to get to the Frozen Four. It was going to be a big hurdle for the Badgers to get back there. They never got the lead today, and I think that was the thing that played against them. Gave up a power play goal to Katie Knoll in the first period, just over 4 minutes in. Casey O'Brien did respond midway through the period to get the Badgers to 1-1, but a really critical goal. Skylar Irving deflection in front with just over 5 seconds left in the first period gave Northeastern the lead heading into the break. A big change there, obviously. If Badgers go in even, they can play a little bit, probably a little bit freer. They've had to do what they had to do a lot this season, which was in the second half. Maybe not a lot, but more than they're used to, which was chase when they fell behind. And they got to within, Maureen Murphy made it 3-1 in the second period with a really nice goal in front off of an individual play on her own rebound. Brett Pettit made 3-2 with a power play goal in the third period, and the Badgers had some life. They really had a good push at the start of the third period to get right back into it. But Alina Mueller scored on a power play midway through the third to make it 4-2, and that was how the final ended. 2 power play goals allowed by the Badgers, first time in more than 2 years. They'd only allowed 1 power play goal in all of 2020 to date, or 2022, I'm sorry. The last time they gave up 2 power play goals was in 2020. And so that was something that we knew coming into this game was going to be a factor. Northeastern having the second best power play in the country, Wisconsin having the second best penalty kill in the country, and it was Northeastern that came out on top in that battle, and really that contributed to how this game finished. I wrote about in the story that will be up on madison.com soon and in Sunday State Journal that Northeastern did a really good job of slowing down Wisconsin through the neutral zone, standing up at the blue line and not preventing clean entrances into the zone. And I thought that was an important part, especially in the first 2 periods. The Badgers had a better go of it in the third, but Dave Flint, the Northeastern coach, said that he thought they frustrated the Badgers with that part of their game plan tonight. So the Badger season ends at 26-8-4. Like I said, I'll have more to write about this, but it was a challenging season from the start for Wisconsin, just in numbers. I mean, if you want to look at it that way, they've never had a full lineup this season. They lost players to Olympic residency. They had injuries. It all added up throughout the season, and they weren't able to get to the Frozen Four, which is kind of that level that they're measured on. But this was a year that really tested them, and at times they did really well with it. At times they came up short, and today was one of those days that they came up short. But that's going to wrap it up here from Boston for me. I appreciate you joining me. This is it for the season for these Facebook videos, I guess. Wrapped up the men's season last week, and this week the Badger women's season comes to a close. So thanks for all of you who've joined along the way, and I appreciate your support. Make sure you check out our subscription options on madison.com. That's the best way I can think of to show that you support what we do in trying to cover Badgers hockey at the State Journal. And I'd appreciate you checking that out on madison.com. So thanks again. Have a good off season, everyone. We'll be back in September and October to get the 2022-23 season going. So look forward to talking to you then. For now, Todd Milewski signing off from Boston. Northeastern 4, Wisconsin 2 is the final here in the Boston Regional Final. Take care, everyone.